War Gre- Bueno, ok, vuelvo a hablar. Perdón. War Greetings. Today we meet with my colleagues Javier Robles, Ana Catalina Herrera, Dayana Morales, Yanisa Vargas, and I, Carolina Rueda. We are going to tell you about well-known legend. We have hope you like it. The part one. The legend, the name is La Llorona. The part one. Maria's origin and her love story. Our elder tells us that centuries ago, in a small town near a mighty Nile, there lived a young woman named Maria. She was a humble woman, but so beautiful that everyone in the region talked about her. Her skin was a dark, the fertile earth, and he and her hair was as black as shiny as the night. She walked the streets with an elegance that mesmerized anyone who looked at her. Many men tried to win her heart, but she politely rejected them, until one day a rich young man, the son of an important Spaniard, arrived. When he saw her, he was enchanted. He courted her with herbs, flowers, and sweet words, and Maria, although hesitant at first, ended and falling madly in love. They became a couple and had two beautiful children, although they were not married. Maria was happy with her family. She was a loving mother, always caring for her children, hoping that one day that man would normalize the relationship and give them a decent and complete home.
But the years went by, and the man changed. He began to stay away from home. He spent more time outside the village, and when he returned, he barely looked at his children. Maria, confused, tried to keep the relationship alive, but he was no longer the same. One day, as Maria walked through the plaza with her children, she saw him. He was in an elegant carriage, accompanied by a well-dressed woman, and wearing engagement rings on his hands. It was clear he had chosen someone else, someone from his own class. Maria felt her heart shattered into 1,000 pieces. Who could be who had promised to love her, forgot her and their children too easily? The shame, the score of the stone, and the pain consumed her. She began to isolate herself, stopped eating, cried day and night. Her soul faded until only sadness remained.
One full moon night, Maria left the house with her two children. The sky was covered with clouds, and the wind was blowing hard. She walked to the river, the one that had witnessed her happy days. No one knows for sure what happened, only that her mind became crowded with grief. In an instant of madness, or rage against the man who betrayed her and the world that rejected her, Maria did the unthinkable. She took her children and threw them into the river. The water carried them away, while the screams stood through the silence of the night. When reason returned to her, it was too late. She knelt by the river, crying, begging for someone to help her, but there was no one, only the echo of her own wailing. They say she went mad, and that very night. She wandered screaming through the streets, crying for her children. Oh, my children, where are my children? She repeated over and over again. Guilt consumed her, and at dawn her body was found lifeless, floating in the same river.
The birth of the legend. But her history didn't end there. Since that day, many claim to have heard her cry at night. A figure dressed in white, with a veil covering her face, walks next rivers among the trees or along lonely roads. Her lament breaks the silence. Oh, my children! It's a cry that chills the blood. Some say that if you near up close, you're not in danger. But if you hear from afar, run, because that man is right behind you. La Llorona has not found peace, committed to eternally search for the children she has lost. She wanders between the world of the life and the dead, dragging her grief through generations. Some believe she still changes, confused by her madness, hoping to find her own.
The legend has crossed borders. In many corners of Central and South America, everyone knows La Llorona. Some fear her, others claim to have seen her in the fields on lonely roads, even in the series. So, if one night you feel an inexplicable chill, if you hear a faint sob while walking alone, don't look back. La Llorona could be closer than you imagine, and you will you dare walk near the river midnight? She still cries, she still searches, she still walks among us. La
La
Llorona
Llorona
never left.
never left.
Nevertheless.